Hi, Rob Claus, Director of Education for the CCBIA. I get asked all the time, what do I bring on my commercial inspections? Well, today's as good a day to answer that question. So I usually bring two different bags. I have one loadout bag here that I'll typically leave in a good spot. Usually when I go to the interior, it's where I put my jacket. By the front door, by the back door, in the lunchroom, wherever is the convenient spot that I can leave this bag, because I won't carry that bag. That's my loadout bag when I need stuff. But I do love my bully bag. My bully bag sits right here on my hip. It's where I got everything, and you'd be surprised what I have. I'm an old guy. I've been doing this for a lot of years. And so I use references that 90% of the people that I know don't understand, but I call this my Felix the cat bag. He's the one that had the cartoon back in the day that had everything in the world in it. First thing, I have a retractable lanyard that I keep my outlet tester on. This outside packet, I keep a non-contact voltage tester, and I keep a moisture meter. By having those right here, I'm able to use them throughout the entire inspection, whether I need to grab something real quick or not. I do have the occasion that I need to remove screws. I do have a small magnet that I've attached right here, and it will hold a screw very, very nicely. And so then my hands are free. If I open this pocket up, I have my Internachi microwave tester. Can't go wrong with that. I do carry pepper spray. That particular brand I like because it's a marking pepper spray with infrared, albeit ultraviolet paint. But I carry that not for people. I'm pretty secure where I'm at. It's mostly for the unwanted animals that might come at me if I'm in some places. I do carry a gas key, and I do carry a window crank with me everywhere I go. Now I have a couple of tools in this pocket that are fairly important and fairly unique. I do carry keys for the major manufacturers of electric panels. There's a Siemens key, there's a Square D key. Those allow me, when I walk up to a panel and it's locked, to make sure that I can unlock that panel. But then I have this very unique key. And I'm going to put it on the back of this real quick so you get a good look at it. It's probably the most important, interesting key you'll buy. That is a commercial light key. If you walk into a commercial space like a hotel or an institution and you go, where's the light switch? And it's a little slot. This key has to go in that slot, and that turns on and off the light switch. So this key right here is really, really important as far as your inspection. The common question I get is, where do you get those keys? I can buy them in an electric supply shop. On this side, I have my flashlight, and that sits right here, and then we'll open up the pouch. It is quite roomy. I keep a snack in case I get hungry in the middle of the inspection. I do make sure I have a snack with me. I don't want to get pecked, especially as I'm doing a long inspection. And I do carry a cooler full of water. It's not unusual for me to take a time out, go take a water break. I do carry a digital thermometer, an infrared camera, a 2-prong or light sensor. I have a measuring tool. I have an awl for probing. Never know when you got to see if something's probed. I have a razor knife. Why do I have a razor knife? What if the electric panel is painted to the wall? I can cut out the paint and open up the panel without marring the wall. I have dial thermometers so that I can take an accurate temperature. I have a golf ball. Golf ball is for making sure the floors are level or watching the drainage in a parking lot. I drop it in. Gravity doesn't lie, so I use a golf ball. I have a 6-in-1 screwdriver. This is especially important if you're going to take panels apart or go up on roofs and take service panels off of RTUs. A pair of pliers, a longer, pointier screwdriver. This is a handy screwdriver because I can use it to open up locks. Sometimes the door will close behind me and I'm locked in a space or out of a space, and I can jam this in and move the plunger inward and outward. I always carry an extra outlet tester as well as a Sharpie marker. And the Sharpie marker allows me to label filtering spaces. So that's in my Felix bag here. Again, a lot of stuff can fit very nicely in that bag. In my loadout bag, I'm very biased, and forget the infomercial, I do always carry a ferret camera. I like the ferret camera because I'm able to put this up on my 30-foot pole and on those roofs that I might not be able to access. I can place this Wi-Fi camera 30 foot in the air, and that'll give me a very good view of the condition of the roof and take the pictures with my phone while I'm standing on the ground. I have always said that I cannot fall off the ground where I can fall off a roof. I do carry a second moisture meter in case my other one goes bad. I have knee pads for areas in which might require knee pads for my safety. I always have leather palmed gloves with me. Leather palmed gloves are especially important when climbing ladders or roofs because this will keep your hands from getting burnt. It's also good in crawl spaces. Between the knee pads and the leather palmed gloves, you'll stay nice and safe as you migrate through there. I have a small level. That's especially important when I'm looking at flue pipes to make sure I have the right slope on those. I do have a tape measure should I need to measure something. I do have a headlamp should I need to have a secondary illumination. I always do carry a spare flashlight with me should my other flashlight go out of battery. Or I have a space that has no power, which is very often in commercial buildings. That's for my client's flashlight. I have a gas detector should I want to measure for gas leaks. I do have a towel for wiping something off. I do have tape. This is electrical tape, which is nice and stretchy. It's good when I lose a screw or something. I do have spare screws. I forgot to show you that. I do have a pocket in here of every manufacturer's screws. No, I don't steal those. I actually buy these by the box. And so if I go to a panel and it's got a pointed screw, or if I go to a panel and it's missing screws, I'll actually replace the screws. But should I don't have the right screw, I do have tape. I do have extra thermometers for HVAC. I have wrenches, and that's really about the most important things I have in there. And then more circuit analyzers should more of my equipment break. I try to be redundant on everything I have. That's why this doesn't go very far. That's why this bag stays at the front door. That's usually my backup bag and my heavier tools, where everything else I do for the inspection just goes in the bully bag. I'd be happy to help anybody else with any questions. Inspector Outlet sells probably 90% of everything I have here, so you can certainly look up Inspector Outlet. Good luck and be safe on your inspections.